right. Hello. This is the first episode and introduction. And this podcast is going to be about holistic health. I really wanted to start this podcast because this whole year I've really gone on a nutritional journey and really did a pretty big 180 in my diet. I was introduced to the idea of veganism, which I had always known of, but I never really knew anybody personally that was vegan or the benefits to it or anything. So one of my really good friends was vegan, but I'm a really logical person, so I was trying to ask logically, why would somebody become vegan? Are there health benefits to it? Like, I'm a pretty healthy 20-year-old, so I don't really see why I should change. I was fit, I was feeling good. I didn't eat veggies every day, but I was feeling pretty good. So that's what got me started into really digging deep about veganism and basically what the ultimate diet would be. And it led me down this huge rabbit hole that I couldn't even have imagined it being this deep and this intricate. And I feel like I came out of it with a really good amount of knowledge. So right now I just kind of share this knowledge with friends and family, but they're not always open to hearing it, which is completely understandable. Like I said, if 2 years ago somebody had told me that the way I was eating wasn't best for my health, I would have been like, well, it's best for me, so whatever. And that's kind of how life is, right? You can't really make somebody do something, but if the information is there and it resonates with them, then maybe they were looking for that information. So I wanted to create a place where I could put out this information in hopes that the people that were looking for it are able to find it and absorb some knowledge from it and maybe help themselves in their journey with this knowledge. So yeah, I hope that sharing this information with the right people will be life-changing, just like it was for me. And it was the very beginning of my journey with food this year. So I'm going to explain a little bit what I am going to be talking about for the rest of my future episodes. And I'm a little bit nervous creating this podcast right now. It's my very first one. But I have high hopes for this because I really think that it's going to help a lot of people, especially the people who are looking for it, like I was. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about the importance of organic food. I will also bring up some references of where I kind of came to the conclusion that a plant-based diet was best, not necessarily vegan, but plant-based. And the difference between plant-based and vegan, I can make a whole episode about, but a little rundown is vegan is focusing on absolutely no inclusion of any animal products at all. So no gelatin, no dairy, no eggs, things like that. Not even milk chocolate. Whereas plant-based would be focused more on the big picture, which would be 90% of your diet coming from vegetables, fruits, whole foods, whole grains, beans, legumes. I think I said legumes, right? I hope so. Well, a plant-based diet varies for everybody, but it's basically 90% of your diet includes whole fruits and vegetables and grains, while it's not that big of a deal if every so often you have a muffin that had eggs in it, or milk chocolate, or every so often you eat salmon, things like that. But plant-based is definitely pretty much not eating meat or things like that more than once or maybe twice a week. So it's really, really scarce with the animal products, but it's more lax in as it's focusing on the big picture of health rather than the little details of eggs or things like that. I will also be talking about the importance of balancing your iron, and I will also be talking about eczema and Brazil nuts and how those two are related. I am very excited about all the things I can share. I have a whole list of things that I'm going to be doing episodes about, but honestly, they're on my phone notes, and I'm using my phone to record a YouTube video for this podcast right now. So I can't necessarily see them right now, but I am beyond excited to share this knowledge with you guys, and that I finally got everything in my setup working properly because I didn't have the right microphone cable for a while. The one it came with didn't work for some reason, and I thought it was broken, so I got nervous. But anyways, yeah, I am so excited to continue with this podcast. And also, I just want to put a little disclaimer at the end. The podcast name, Prism Princess, I just want to explain that a little bit. So my idea was prism, right? People are the prism, and we receive light, and we create it into a rainbow. So we are the vessel, we are the prism. And yeah, that's just exactly how I feel with this podcast. And I feel like people can create whatever they want with what they're given. And that's kind of the idea of the prism. So yeah, in case you were confused by the name Prism Princess, that is why. And I am the princess, of course. So Prism Princess. And to all my princesses out there that are listening, you're a prism. And all my princes, of course, you're also prisms. All the human beings are prisms. So I just wanted to give a little background on the name. So moving forward, you're a little bit more informed. And it makes sense, like it all comes together. So yeah, that is my introduction to this podcast, and I am so excited to create more episodes for you guys. All right, thank you for listening, and thank you for watching if you're watching this on YouTube. Kisses. Thanks so much. Bye.